EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cunningham, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Play fake, Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Here's Cunningham. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
10 at the 45-yard line.
They run with Cunningham. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
Season during the week, the whole bundle.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now. Down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Cowboys 0. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they lose.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. A.J. Epinesa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3rd down. 3rd and
12. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
We got 4.
Cunningham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 28 yards on that one, and it'll move the chains. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They go with Cunningham. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up.
Here's Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
So maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Murray with a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
First down.
They'll run with Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Ezekiel Elliott, the Cowboy.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
Garoppolo.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw is Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And his kick is right through.
The score, Cardinals 17, Cowboys 7. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Harris on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down now, it's Cunningham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Cardinals 24. Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
A gain of 16.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
21.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Right there, 54.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Here we go. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Go ahead.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Second and 11 now. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
21.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st down, Cowboys.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Garoppolo now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Garoppolo's
that throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play action. Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
4th down.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Here 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This out quickly to Williams. And he's got room. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Gold now out to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 1st down, Cunningham. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, Cunningham here on the ground. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
First and goal.
A big run that time by Elliott. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. On play action, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
They'll get this off to Jamal Williams. Called that a very strong gain of 24. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Switch out, switch out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That's out to the left and complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
Field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Dallas.
Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
On the carry.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
He's brought down at the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 41-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Murray's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 33-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
And 4.
They'll try the left side. It's Cunningham. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken